What's up, everybody, and how are ya? Welcome back to the Arya Habibi Show, and today is a very, very special episode, so thank you as always for tuning in. As always, I love everyone who subscribes, likes, comments on my channel, so if you want to be in my good graces, you better make sure you do all of those things, okay? Our last episode was about the scariest movies of all time, so if you want to go ahead and check that out before watching this video, go ahead and click on that link right up there, and you can check that out. Now this week, you'll notice I have a little bit of a different setup going on, and that is because this week, ladies and gentlemen, it has finally arrived. The PlayStation 5, the legendary beast, has finally arrived, and I happen to get my hands on one. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing, and we're going to be doing our first impressions on the PlayStation. And believe me, I've had this thing sitting in a box for like the last half an hour or so. So just the fact that I've had the patience just to be able to set all this up so you guys can see it, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share this video, and I'm just going to jump into it because I want to get to some PlayStation action. Start way. Alright, now without further ado, let's go ahead and open this box. Now it's a really big box. I don't know how much of this is going to be packaging or whatever. I did kind of open the tape a little bit just to make sure it is the right thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. You guys are going to see that this box is pretty huge. So just by me placing this here, like, I have to move over to the side now just to be able to talk to you guys while I have this here. So let's go ahead and take this out of this big ass box. Ooh, it's got all the words that I love. So, let's see how good the PlayStation's pullout game is here. Oh, pullout game is strong. There you go. Bam. We have the PlayStation 5. Now, this box is still pretty freaking huge. Now, as you guys can see, I did get the disc edition over here, okay? I really wanted the one with the disc because I'm still a guy who happens to buy used games and also like to trade in my games. So now, let's take this beast out of this freaking box, because the box is good and great and all, but like, what else you got, Joe? Now, I know you guys, by the way, are used to seeing my videos with a lot of crazy editing, but today, you know, it's a special occasion. I don't have time to edit, so you guys are gonna have to stick with this. There's no real important information on the box. Just know that with this system, you get crazy fast SSDs, and you get a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. So let's take this out here. You also get about, what, almost 11 teraflops. Teraflops. They've been pushing this whole teraflop thing so much. Honestly, teraflop is a terrible word. It sounds like a terrible flop as far as I'm concerned. But you know, that is the term. And it seems like there's a first box in here. And yeah, there's a first box in here. So let's see what's in here. So our first box, we have... Oh, would you look at that? You get some booklets, and then in here, I'm guessing this is the big, ooh, this is the stand. I almost dropped the whole thing. This is the stand. I wish I had more room to do this. Unfortunately, I don't. Hopefully for PlayStation 6, you guys are gonna get me to a big studio. There you go. So this is the stand. It's actually a little bit more bigger than I thought it would be, but they say that without the stand you can't put it down horizontally, so you're going to make sure to find this. Now, one thing about this you're going to want to keep in mind, this is something I saw online, is if you are planning on using this vertically, you basically have to twist this bottom part here, and you're going to see that screw. Where is it? There it is. So you see that screw? That screw needs to actually go to the bottom, and it actually screws directly into the PlayStation 5. So if you guys want to do it vertically, make sure you guys don't lose that screw, because it's probably what I'm going to do in about 3 minutes here. Now I'm going to move this out of the way because the only other thing in here really is a HDMI. So we're going to keep the HDMI on the side for now. And the new superstar of the show is here. And the new superstar is, ooh, guys, ooh, I like this so much. This is the brand new DualSense controller. If you're a PlayStation fan, you know that they've always been calling them the DualShock. Well, guess what? It's now called the DualSense, and that's because right now, like, you don't really feel any of the tension, but everything feels kind of clicky, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish that they Hopefully we'll bring out some different colors soon, because I don't know how dirty and how fast I'm gonna get this thing dirty. But it feels good, man. This thing feels really premium. It's got like a little bit of a grippiness to it, and oh my god. It's actually the PlayStation symbols. I don't know if you can see that or how well you can see that. I'm gonna bring it as close as I possibly can. No, you can't really see that now. If you can kind of see, there's a little bit of a detail there, and it's actually the little PlayStation symbols, and that's a Sony. That's a very nice touch, so thank you very much for that. I'm gonna put this aside, and now let's take out the beast itself. And bam. Whoa, holy crap, this thing is it's pretty hefty. Let's take this out of the box here, and I'm not sure what's the easiest. Oh, gotcha. Just gonna roll this guy over, because this is not easy, and I'm already digging the look of this console a lot. And we're about to 3, 2, 1. Bam! Look at that. This thing is freaking huge. Oh my god, it's heavy. But there you go. This is the all new PlayStation. You know what? Let me get this stuff out of the way here. Bam! This, ladies and gentlemen, is the all new PlayStation 5. And like, this thing is a beast. Just looking on the back right now, I see HDMI, there's an Ethernet port, there's 2 USB 3s in the back. I don't know if the one on the front is a USB 3 or not, but on the front seat, I'll actually show you guys the back so you guys can see it. You guys get the HDMI ports, you get the Ethernet, you get the 2 USBs here. I'm kind of in shock right now, I'm not gonna lie, because this thing is much bigger. Like, I know they were saying this is gonna be a big console, but this is like basically the size of a PC. If you're a PC guy, you've probably owned or own a PC that's this big. Like, this is pretty huge. For comparison's sake, I actually have the PlayStation 4 here with me. So for comparison's sake, here is the PlayStation 4 next to it, and you can see that it's just, hold on, come here, chill with your brother. You guys can see that at this point, the PlayStation 4 is actually being like dwarfed. This is not even like, we're in a whole different ball game of video games, I think, at this point, and I welcome this. This is freaking cool. So now we're actually going to put in this stand. So let's see how easy it is to put in the stand, because I'm one of the people who's actually going to put this vertically. We all know that it's not easy to have this chilling next to your cable box or whatever it might be. So let's go ahead and see how easy it is to do that. And it looks like right at the bottom, I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but right at the bottom there's like a little spot there that you can tell that's where the screw is supposed to go. Also on the back, I'm gonna pick this up because it's easier, but on the back, if you guys notice, you're gonna notice a little bit of there we go. If you guys can see the PlayStation symbols that are on the back, if you guys are planning on doing it horizontally, that's where you're gonna want to go ahead and put the mount. From what I've heard, the mount is not very clicky, you know, like there's no indication that it's actually working when you put it on the side, but that's not my problem. I'm going to be putting it on the front anyways. At the bottom of the stand, you're going to notice there's a little circle there, so you can actually pop this tab right in there and it'll stay safe forever, and then you just rotate to close it and you are good. Okay guys, I got the stand on, so now I'm going to sit this bad boy up and just see what it looks like, and man, this is a really nice looking console. You know what? I wasn't too keen on it when I first saw it. I didn't like the white, but now when I actually see it, it's like a matte white. So it's not super shiny or reflective. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember the PlayStation 3. Like, I think that thing was super reflective. But I really like this controller. The controller feels, you know, I have bigger hands, so the controller actually does feel a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. The 2 bottom grips come down a little bit further. Usually my 2 pinkies are just floating around, but this one gives me a nice grip. Now let's stop chatting about it. Let's plug this thing in and see what it can do. All right guys, now I have the TV hooked up to the PlayStation 5, and I'm about to press this button for the first time. Let's go. I have no idea what's happening. All right, Seems like you actually have to turn the console on from the console itself for the first time. Okay, let's go. Damn, let me turn the volume up. Now, first impressions right away. It's telling me that I need to plug in the controller. So let me plug in the controller. I'll be right back. Alright guys, it took me a little bit longer than I thought to connect the controller. You have to make sure that you use a USB-C cable. The one that I plugged in had to be USB-C to USB-C. I don't know if that's just my other cable was weak. But so far, this PlayStation has been talking to me a lot. It's been telling me, you know, like in different languages to do what I'm supposed to be doing here. English, United States. Let's just choose that. No, I don't want the screen reader. I don't like to hear constantly someone telling me what to do. And I love the fact that this thing has these lights all around it like that. I think that that's a very nice touch to that console. But then again, I'm an RGB guy, so let's go back to the console and see what's up. Interesting. Prime Video, I don't know if they were one of the first people who said they were going to actually move over to the PlayStation 5, but I'm happy to see them here. You got Disney Plus, Apple TV, DAZN, YouTube, Netflix, and I'm sure that there's more here. I don't really use this one too much, but everything else, bout it. I am bout it. So let's download that. Transfer your data. You know what? I'm gonna do that later because I heard that's one of the things that might potentially break the system. So finally, after months and me talking to offshore people in India, we are now officially in the PlayStation 5. So first impressions right away, this looks super cool. I love the fact that they give each page like its own. Wow, this looks sick. Everything is in 4K as well. It's super crisp. Everything looks good. I think that was one of the things that they actually said that they didn't like about the Xbox is that it's not full 4K. But this, I'm telling you guys, is full 4K. Now, I've been wanting to actually play this game for a long time. Let's jump into it because we're gonna end the video after this. I want to see if this controller is everything that it's supposed to be. So guys, right away, looking at the controller, you're gonna notice that there's one on. I'm assuming if I'm second player, there's gonna be two. This game is already looking rather crisp, and so far everything is still limp, I guess you can say. So let's see what. Ooh, I feel. Ooh, whoa! This thing is insane. Guys, right away, I'm going to tell you guys, all I've done, as you can see, is hit start and just be in the menu. And the controller's vibration is something else. It is officially something different than what we used to have. Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh my god. Yo, look. It's not, it's like it's like a crunch. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like it actually feels like a trigger. It's not just I don't know how else to describe it. Every other controller you ever use, this is basically just goes like this, right? It just kind of clicks in like normal. This is like, I feel like I'm crunching through, and I love the fact that it's just letting me do this over and over again. Alright, so far Sony, you have the best controller I have used. Now the touchpad. The touchpad is something that they've introduced with the PlayStation 4, but I did not see anyone actually use it. Oh, it has vibration here now too. Okay. Motion sensor. So each one of these guys, I can actually feel them like landing inside the controller. I'm gonna hold the controller up here so you guys can see it. But this thing is doing a pretty damn good job at mimicking exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like bat, 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 bat. You see what I mean? Bat, 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 bat. And it's kind of copying it, which is really cool. Hello, hello, hello. Hello! It's really cool because you're talking into this mic here. It's hearing you, which is actually the mic that, it's good to know that there is a mic, because when you're going to be playing online, you don't need to necessarily have a headset all the time. So you don't look like an uber dweeb. Yo, this is a fantastic way, Sony, to show off your console, so kudos to you guys. You give someone a free game to play, and it's the first thing they're going to probably try and do automatically. Gives you a nice tour of the console. Oh, we're going into the console. We don't just tour it. Okay. Hey, that's this guy. And it's telling me to flick, so... Woohoo! Guys, every single step he's taking, I'm feeling a little in the controller. Whoa, guys. Alright, I'm just going to pause here for 1 second, and I'm just going to say the controller, the vibration, everything that they've talked about it so far from what I'm playing, it doesn't seem to be a gimmick. It actually seems to be really cool. I can see this being used in so many different ways. So far this thing is super cool. I'm actually really impressed by it. I love this grippy feeling that it has on the back, because it doesn't feel like it's gonna slip out of my hand for any reason. But like, they're doing a really good job at immersing me right now with this controller. Like the laser, you can feel it. Nothing crazy so far about graphics or anything like that, but I mean, all we've done so far is ooh. And I love the fact that they're using the speaker in the controller a lot. It's one of the things that I actually really liked about having Grand Theft Auto on this console versus any other console. Like, each punch is delivering... It's like, unless... Like, now I'm punching without actually punching the glass, and I actually feel a difference. So that's super cool. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but... Walking on this is making a different sound than when I'm walking on this. So that's super cool. What is this thing telling me to do? It's telling me to pull it back. Okay. And like, I'm feeling a little bit of tension here on the controller. It's pretty cool. Hello. Hello, Mr. Microchip. Guys, I'm kind of blown away by this thing. It's the controller. It's kind of like the way I felt when I first picked up one of the newer iPhones with the haptic feedback. But it's more than just regular haptic feedback, because haptic feedback, regular old school PlayStation. Haptic feedback is something we've had for a while, but they're doing it slightly differently, and that alone is, oh wow. What is this? Yo, PlayStation Labo. We're gonna go to PlayStation Labo. We're gonna try this out. So far, I'm really impressed because the colors are really nice right now. Like, look at this guy. Look at him waving at me. This is dope. Punch. Yo. Sorry, bro. Just testing out my console. You gotta get punched in the back of the head. What's going on here? So this whole game is basically just going to show us. I'm really digging this thing, man. I am. Like, a lot of the little sound effects, like me getting the coins, is actually coming from the controller instead of coming from. I'm going to see if maybe I can show you guys this on the mic here. If you guys heard that really loud, it's actually coming directly from this. Like, you hear it a little bit on the TV, but this is really cool, man. Now, I'm sure playing a different game like Miles Morales or something, which I actually have Miles Morales, but the guy kind of freaked me out. As of recording this video, today's November 13th, the guy was telling me something about if I put it in rest mode, it breaks the console. So I'm just waiting for them to kind of figure that out. Maybe post a patch or something today or tomorrow. And then I'm going to try that game out. But as of right now, man, this thing is really cool. I'm really digging it. If I just press the PS button, 10 stories for my games. What we got here? The switcher. What's switcher? Oh, so we can jump between games, I guess, like that. That's really cool. Notifications. I got a separate notification screen. You got a whole bunch of different things here. Game base. Music. So I'm guessing this is probably your Spotify or something like that. Too bad I don't have Spotify. Screw you, Apple. Why don't you integrate your stuff more? There's a mic button, accessories, and my PlayStation account button right there as well. This is really cool. We got the power button there now. What happens if I hold the PS button? Ah, okay. So if you hold the PS button, it jumps you out, which is cool. And then PlayStation Now, Media Gallery, Share Factory. This seems like it's going to be a way for you to film yourself if you have that HD camera that they're selling. Use this PS5 to connect to and control another PS5 or PS4. Now, that's something I have no idea what that means. Remote play. Oh, does this mean I can maybe log in this? Whoa. Does this mean that you could also use your PC, Mac, or Android iOS device? Wait. Whoa. That would be so cool if I could do that with this same controller, though. I don't. But look, so first things first that I'm seeing here is a lot of the games that I've actually downloaded over the years, all the ones that I've added for free, they're all here. Like, it's really cool. A lot of these games I downloaded, I haven't downloaded them yet, but just by logging into my PlayStation network, they're all here, which is super cool, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go back into the studio and we're gonna wrap this video up because I want to play some games. Alright guys, so that's the episode for today. Thank you again for watching. Now, first impressions again, this controller is kind of like the star of the show right now for me. I thought it was really cool. It felt so different. I'm just sitting here right now thinking about all the different ways apparently that this is going to be utilized in future games. Like, imagine feeling the vibration of a car as it's switching gears, or just even something like even The Last of Us Part 2 apparently is getting an update where you can actually feel the tension of like the bow and arrow and like the trigger and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be really cool to see. That's actually a game I'm planning on replaying. But overall impressions, man, this is really cool. I did feel like this is a premium controller that I was holding. I loved, again, the fact that it was longer on the ends here. I love the fact that this is just 4K right out of the box. It's 8K out of the box, which is absolutely amazing. If you don't have a 4K TV, this might be, you know, a good time for you to upgrade. But yeah, overall, I'm kind of slightly speechless because I haven't even played Miles Morales or anything like that yet. But I can only imagine if I played that much of Astro's Playroom, how good that's going to be. I'm sorry, guys. I would make this video longer. If you guys want me to make, you know, more, I can. But as of right now, just let me know what's going on, okay? If you guys want me to make more video content about this PlayStation 5, I do have it now, so I can. Feel free to leave that information down below. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And as always, I'll be back next time with something else completely random. Again, my name is Arya Habibi. Peace out.